matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. And the Red Raiders will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UCF Knights offense will have the football first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make the... plays for this offense, and I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Knights will hustle to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. So Texas Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Davis will throw. A little release to the back.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
The Knights racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Knights are on the move. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. The Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Completes it in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Davis looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? If you want to put a linebacker on him, I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting.
Trying play action. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into that throw because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it out quickly. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Knights in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown Knights. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Off the play fake. Got his man on the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got him.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Zings it complete to the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Red Raiders started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Barrels ahead. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando.
The Knights will kick it away to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football bomber out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Davis looking to pass. Using the quick game. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Corralled and brought down by the defense. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The give out of the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Knights want to move quickly.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on third and short. Quickly complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They've got the screen set up. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And it's another 1st and 10 play. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
From the gun. Touchdown, UCF! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Davis will throw. Working that left side now. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Punt is in the air. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball mixed? There he goes! And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Gets it on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knights! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hand off from the shotgun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got his man in the middle. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Davis looking to pass. Right on the money. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go and execute it on game day like that.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got his man. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Split backs here. The give, and tick, 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 tick. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice